Tom Holland is a dick, is what a dick would say about such a rising talent that gave us one of the best Spider-Man outings of all time. But Uncharted 2022 is a dick. Uncharted is messy, uneven, has pacing issues, secondary characters are dull, the action is passable at best, and I loved every minute of it. Say what? At the pedestal of the altar of the almighty video game adaptations pyramid lies some sort of metaphor or anecdote or something of some kind. That a successful video game franchise must be sacrificed in order to please the gods. And while some have come just a bit close enough to succeed, they have all failed in some way or other. I mean, in a world where Sonic and Detective Pikachu are considered the best we can do, fuck me in the ass with a huge cactus dildo. And because I, a hardcore gamer and film enthusiast, am contractually obligated to watch every video game-based movie ever, I entered the movie theater risking life and limb and having to put up with a cloud of pre- and post-pubescent hormone-spitting bunch of life-sucking kids and teenagers who made me wish I brought a fully loaded double-gauge shotgun.
Need I remind you, motherfucker, that because of last time's infringement, you are not allowed to carry a personal weapon anymore. Stop acting like a grade A douche.
I entered the movie theater to watch Uncharted 2022, the movie adaptation of the fan-favorite Sony PlayStation video game series first released in 2007 with Uncharted Drake's Fortune, 2009's Among Thieves, 2011's Drake's Deception, 2016's A Thief's End, and the spin-off The Lost Legacy released in 2017. All critically and commercially acclaimed, and PlayStation household names blah 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 yada yada. I still prefer boy. I was full of hope and my spirit was high that we, the gods, will be finally pleased and the industry would take a leap forward. And no, I am not taking into consideration a video game adaptation series available on streaming services. Fuck you, these don't count. Only movies count. But not Uwe Boll movies. Uwe Boll is a dick. Oh, and I know this is unrelated, but hey Sony fanboys, the PC Master Race just called, and both God of War 2018 and Uncharted are now on PC. Doesn't that rip your guts like a fish? The movie stars Tom, Spider-Man, I still look like a teenager in Netherlands, as the famous cocky down on his luck handsome archaeologist wannabe Nathan Drake, and my man Marky Mark as his mentor slash sidekick Victor Sully Sullivan. And together they must recover a 500-year-old lost fortune amassed by explorer Ferdinand Magellan. What starts out as a heist soon becomes a globe-trotting white-knuckle race to reach the prize before the ruthless Santiago Moncada, played by Antonio Banderas. What happened to you, man? You used to be cool. And his right-hand woman who is way too young to be a mercenary leader, and her diverse henchmen. With the help of another deceptive master thief named Chloe Fraser, Sully and Nate must decipher the clues and solve one of the world's oldest mysteries, so that they stand to find $5 billion in treasure, but only if they can learn to work together. First of all, I would like to point out that considering the development history, the film being released is nothing short of a miracle. The original idea for Uncharted started way back in 2008 after the unexpected success of the first entry, with Wahlberg being considered as Nathan Drake at one point, which makes perfect sense since the guy fits the description. But after the years went by and several failed attempts to launch the film, juggling directors, actors, writers, titties, balls and dildos, Sony finally got their shit together and they needed someone young to carry the franchise. So they cast Mark as Sully and brought in Tom Holland as Drake. But holy shit man, you didn't need to go full Tom Holland. The guy still looks like he thinks Gillette Razor is a goddamn character skin in Fortnite. The movie starts off with the Uncharted 3 plane action sequence, and for the most part it looked promising. Then we get a glimpse of young Nathan Drake and his brother Sam, taken straight from Uncharted 4. After that I will keep it spoiler free, so here we go. Nate teams up with Sully to find a 500-year-old treasure. Rich bad guy who also wants the treasure to stay rich and bad. Diverse henchmen, witty banter, puzzle-solving adventure, meet Chloe Fraser, double crosses, video gamey action finale, obligatory sequel bait. As for the finale, first of all, throw these rules and shit out of the window. And you'll find yourself having a blast. Ultimately, Uncharted seems like a missed opportunity for me, just like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Wing Commander, Tomb Raider 2000, Resident Evil Extinction, Hitman 2007, Max Payne, Street Fighter The Legend of Chun-Li, Prince of Persia, The Other Hitman, Warcraft, Ascri, and Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. These adaptations seemed like sure winners, especially with talented people behind and in front of the camera, but when it comes to adapting them to the big screen, they always fuck up. The story in Uncharted is decently entertaining for the most part, but gets lost with uninteresting secondary characters and pacing issues. But Uncharted is harmless, I'll give it that, which is a saving grace for it. Although Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg are terribly miscast as their respective characters, their chemistry is far superior to everything and everyone else, and they're just plain fun to watch when given good material. Zombieland's Ruben Fleischer, God bless his heart, does his best with the material given too. I mean, the guy was under enough pressure before and after Venom. It's a miracle he managed to pull this off the way it is, especially considering the troubled production cycle Uncharted went through. Hopefully in the sequel, the story will be more focused and the characters better written and the pacing even, thus giving it a chance to please the gods. In the meantime, Uncharted, you can take a few innocent pleasure maidens and fuck off to the guilty pleasure basket where you belong. And I promise, I will watch you time and time again, just like we did for Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Wing Commander, Tomb Raider 2000, Resident Evil Extinction. In Memoriam this week brings you the video game adaptations of director Uwe Boll. What a fucking loser.
Basically, my message is fuck yourself.
To this day, we don't know which idiot gave him the power to fuck not one, but 11 motherfucking stinkers that even we will not name. His adaptations are ugly, bad, disrespectful to the source material, lack any cheese, tasteless, woeful, a slog to watch, shortening, ball shrinking, garbage smelling, pile of stinking poo, chapless dick crab tornado. Fuck you, Shitui crab ball. Your movies suck so much ass, they don't even qualify for the guilty pleasure basket. Dick. This was The Rocks, keeping it extra cheesy.